Well, it's the 4th of April. Time to get good and drunk. Why don't you pull up a beer truck? We'll all have one. Let's see. Today's the 4th of April. It's a Monday. Saturday was the 2nd of April. I already told you what that was. It was a Saturday. Friday was the 1st of April. 1st of April, 1991. After all this time, lost 8 months of my youth, my 21st birthday, living life inside a hole, you know, fucking gave up what should have been a 21st birthday, but 8 months of my life gone, of my youth. Last 3/4 of my fucking, I don't know. But then we were in Cobar Towers, and I already told you how I had that fucking landmine toe popper in her, and they called my name, and they got it, and they said, yeah, and I said, yeah. Everybody else got it through with theirs. I was the only one that believed them when they said, you should tell us if there's anything questionable. They told me it was still active, but I'm still not sure. I pushed that button a lot, and it never went off. I had it under the dirt when fucking Poston was working on the Humvee. I fucking set it up where it was parked, and I dug a fucking hole and put that little toe popper in there and covered it back up just barely. And so he's under the fucking Humvee working on it there in Iraq. And I looked and I said, oh, wait. Don't move. Don't move. I did serious. And he's like, what? I said, don't move. And I came down and I took my fucking bayonet out, which everybody knows you're not supposed to use metal against a fucking landmine. That's why I did it. To make it look like I was even stupider and more dangerous than they expected. And I moved the dirt away from the top of that little, the rubbery bounce button thing. And I said, it's a landmine. And he said, oh shit. Everybody's like, The joke worked, and I reached and I grabbed my pulled it out. Just kidding, it's inert. The guys in the damn customs, they had the special forces dudes come in, and they said, yes, it was definitely an active fucking landmine. I don't believe it. Never went off all that time. Of course, neither did that grenade I threw into the fucking bunker, but I was smart enough not to go check on it. To not go check on it. And so, anyway, after all that stuff, good times in war. Yeah. They told us we were flying out of Cobar Towers on the 1st of April, 1991. 31 years ago? Yeah, I finally got the math right. Catch me sober and you'd be surprised. And I said, they're going to put us in an airplane to fly us back to the United States after so many times they said we were leaving. Everybody spread their rumors. I never fucking believed anything anybody said. After so many times of them saying, and they actually even had us all turn in our ammunition before Christmas because we were supposed to be coming home by Christmas in 1990. And they had everybody dump all their ammunition into 55-gallon drums. And I looked and I said, no, you were supposed to do it at your own will. And I said, no, I kept all of my ammo. Major Temple and I were driving off into the fucking desert quite a lot. I'm not going to be driving around without ammo Oh, his step Danny made it. We're talking about ammunition in Iraq.
Love you.
And I said, no. And then when Major Temple saw me after that day, we were supposed to go dump all our shit. He said, oh, Kopensky, he says, did you get rid of your ammo? I looked at him, I said, no, sir. He said, good. There. Sometimes you make your own command decisions based on what, well, if you're lucky, your commander agrees.
Right.
But, you know, what's the worst that would have happened? He would have told me to go dump it out, and I would have had to have done it. If, probably not. That's it. All these rumors go around. But then 1st of April, we're supposed to be flying out. We were already in Saudi. Humvee's all cleaned up. It's on the fucking C-130 already. And I was like, you people, you pull a damn April Fool's joke on us right now. There's going to be some trouble. We were all still carrying our weapons. We could still beat somebody with a fucking club. You know? Take over the plane. And so we left on the 1st of April. We did. We left and I saw the sun setting as we were traveling over the desert. That's when I went up into the cockpit. On the way over, back in August, they asked me if I wanted to go to the cockpit. I'd never been in the cockpit of an airplane. We were on the C-130s. I was in the Humvee, you know, with the demolition and the trailer behind us. And no. I said, I'll save that for the flight back. You know, didn't want to jinx it. I would love to look out the front of an aircraft, and I have many times since. Several, a few. And pretty soon people are going to ask me where I was at certain times. Always happens that way. I was right where everything was happening. I just didn't know it. And so on the way back, I went up into the cockpit as we were flying out over the desert, and the sun was just over the desert. I've been looking at the sun up in the sky for so long that it felt good to see it from up here. And so we went back. And that's the place where I tell you that we came in, we stopped in Shannon, Ireland, for fuel or something. The flight did. We came back on civilian aircraft, you know, smoking cigars on the plane. And cigars we've been carrying in our pockets for fucking months and months and months. They're all dried out and just fucking cooked. But, we also stopped in Greece. They opened the doors and let us breathe the air, and they're like gardenias or something they have on the airport in Athens, in Greece. There's some kind of flower they've got out there, and they opened up the doors, and we were able to just stand there and smell the fucking life. That was beautiful. They wouldn't let us off because there was too much turmoil in Greece at the time.
Jeez.
Yeah, everywhere I go. But when we stopped in Shannon, Ireland, Colonel Stott got up and he stood, we landed and he stood up and he said, all right, everybody. And we're sitting there thinking we're going to be left on the plane again. And he's, bars open.
Oh, boy.
And it was like ants on some kind of dead thing. Just, this plane was unloading. We were coming out of the... We hadn't had... Yeah. And these people were like, and we got into the bar area and they just had the Guinness just flowing. There was no even ordering it. There, you just go and grab it. They just kept filling it. Everybody's like, ah! And there was an Aeroflot plane, a Russian aircraft, civilian aircraft was there. So there were a bunch of Russian flyers sitting there and watching us fucking U.S. soldiers just, in case you thought we were fucking weak. They never get to see us drink. They got their vodka. We got whatever they'll give us. And so that was pretty fun. Then we fly into Bangor, Maine after that. And it's like 2:30 in the morning. On the 2nd of April. And they had the VFW was there. You know, we got to walk in. It was our first step back into the United States. They had the VFW and the Veterans of Foreign Wars, like I am, like we all were at that point. These people showed up at 2:30 in the morning. The airport was packed. And they had the auxiliary, ladies auxiliary for them. And so these guys met us, shake their hands, and then you got all these old women, World War II wives. They're just, and you're going by them, and you look, there's a whole line of people wanting to shake hands and things. And I got 2 away from this beautiful young girl. I know I've told you the story. That's why I don't tell these things over and over again. She, like, giggly. And I looked and I hadn't been a woman in a long time. The last woman I hugged was Victoria Tennant. Let's look at it that way. She was already getting older.
It's been like 8-9 months, right?
Fucking whenever Steve Martin was there, brought his wife and yeah. So this one old woman. Right before that young girl, I was shaking hands with old women, and I looked and I said, "Oh boy, this is how I do it." So, with that one old woman right before the young girl, I reached. I said, "Oh, come on!" And she's like, "Oh," and I gave her a big hug. I'm like, "Oh!" I said, "Now I got it." And I turned and I said, "Oh," and I and she just fucking hang on. I didn't get erection, but I know I was just to feel the touch of a person. And so we're 2nd of April, got back in the States. That's why I didn't talk about it on Saturday, but I talk about it today, the 4th of April. This would be about the right day that not only did Colonel Strock send us into the bar at the Shannon, Ireland airport, but what would have been about the 4th today, however many years, 31 years ago, he had the whole battalion meet in the middle of our battalion where there were buildings on each side. We're normally on one side or the other, but everybody has a common area that they rarely share. Alpha Company, Bravo Company, Charlie Company, 618th Light Engineering Equipment Brigade, which was hooked up to us, and you know, headquarters and a headquarters company, the 307th Engineer Battalion. We were all out there, and why are we here? We didn't know. And a fucking beer truck pulls up. Big trailer, beer truck, like it's delivering to the store. And it pulls up into there, and he said, "Bar's open." And they ordered a beer truck for us. And it was
When do you get the man that has everything?
A beer truck.
A beer truck.
And that's it, baby. I just,
Well, our anniversary's coming up.
It's today! It's today! I was thinking about it for days and days and days. Why am I happy anniversary, baby? It's just like us at that one girl's wedding where I'm in my uniform and you're in your petticoat and we're and just like Andy's wedding when he wasn't there because he was somewhere else, and we got a video of us and we do all right together. Oh, baby. That was more than 2 years ago. It may have been 3 years ago.
3.
I don't know.
3.
So there it is. It's an anniversary of many sorts. What do you get me for my anniversary? A beer truck. There's got to be a truck around here. Sorry, I was looking for the Iron Age truck. Okay, baby, that's it. And so that's all I was doing. It was right there through the end. We still have stuff we have to talk about. I can't remember what it was. I love you, baby. Happy anniversary. Family values in the time of Christ.